Yo, hey, hold before I start this story, animated horror story, my nigga. Let me tell y'all something, right? Tell me why I'm walking my dog, right, my nigga? Nigga shit in someone garden, like no, not garden, but grass and shit. It's not even his grass, feel me? I live in a fucking apartment neighborhood. So he don't own this shit. Nigga he gonna yell his balcony, tell me some clean that shit up, bro. Scary ass nigga. I ain't clean shit up, nigga. Oh, me ain't clean shit up.
This happened last year, right before my 23rd birthday. My best friend Viola and I had planned the perfect weekend. A simple trip to the Appalachian Mountains, a night in our camper van, and a sunrise hike before heading home. The forecast was clear, and our spirits were high as we set off, chatting and laughing as the mountain roads twisted higher. But things started going wrong as soon as we veered off the marked trail. The sky darkened almost instantly as heavy black clouds rolled. The wind began to buffet and howl across the trees, followed shortly by rain, cold and heavy enough to blind me to the outside world, which had become merely shades of gray. The meandering road was mushy with wet mud, and before we knew it, we were lost. It was into the night by the time the rains decided to stop. We parked under a tree. As I inhaled the damp earth clinging to the air, leaves dripping in the darkness, I knew it would be hard to build a fire for our planned barbecue. I exhaled in disappointment and said to Viola,
The ground's freaking wet. Or to remain inside the van and eat those Minutes Maid.
Viola popped a beer can and smiled at me.
At least we've got refreshments.
This bitch. I'm like, what, nigga? Boy, that would have heated me the fuck up. I'm not gonna cap, nigga. That would have heated me the fuck up. Like, imagine being stuck in a van in the middle of the night in the forest. Nigga, look at you, smile, talking about refreshments, my nigga. Whoop-de-doo, my nigga. We still in the fucking middle of the wilderness at nighttime. Like, I can't see shit. Nigga, you don't know what's out there. You might get, nigga might run to a something.
She said. Even though I smiled secretly, I fought down the strange shiver crawling across me.
I don't blame
In
you.
some indescribable way, the woods felt wrong. Above the hoots of an owl, a reassuring hum from crickets below, wild howling from distant coyotes.
How was that?
But beneath those familiar sounds, something else lurked. Rustlings
Nigga,
which
y'all
made my
niggas be
skin
lying, bro. What the fuck was that, nigga? Ain't no fucking. If that's not a human, that shit not real.
crawl and whispers of motion. Then it came to me, the sound of footsteps. One quiet, unmistakable, slow, deliberate stride coming from very close behind the camper van. My breath caught. I turned to Viola, wide-eyed.
Did you hear that?
She barely looked up from the
And you got this fat bitch BBW over here cooking and shit while you over here traumatic stress in the van. That's crazy as hell. She don't care about your life. She really don't.
pan of sizzling beans.
Probably just an animal. A
Look at her
raccoon or
ass.
something.
Just fucking clueless. And you had the nerve to draw her white and me black. You know no black nigga talking like that.
I wasn't so sure. I strained my ears, but the sound had stopped. Shaking my head, I sat back down and tried to focus on dinner. Viola must have sensed my tension, because as we ate, she decided to distract me with ghost stories.
Oh, mama, she's a bitch. She is a bitch on me. She's like, no, ain't no fucking way. Nigga, you need to strangle her ass. Nigga, boy, what? We in the middle of the wilderness, by the way, and she telling stories. Nigga, boy, ghost stories. Like, okay, I can see if in the campfire. You feel me? Don't matter of fact, if he in the middle of the wilderness and it's just me and you, don't tell me no ghost stories. I'm so dead ass. Do not, boy. I don't care if you a nigga. We gonna be cuddling. We gonna be cuddling. I don't give a fuck. Do not fucking tell me no ghost stories if it's just me and you, my nigga. Don't tell me that shit. You boy, it's gonna be a fucking boy. You gonna be big spoon, little spoon, that bitch. I promise you.
You know, this mountain has a lot of urban legends. People disappearing, strange lights in the woods. And there's one about the Shadow Cat.
I fumbled.
Shadow Cat?
She smirked.
It's a creature that stalks
Nigga,
hikers.
skin complexion change?
No one knows exactly what it looks like, but they say it has glowing yellow eyes and can mimic human voices to lure people away from the trail.
I shuddered, glancing outside at the shifting shadows between the trees.
Okay, stop. You're creeping me out.
She laughed, but was unable to complete her sentence when something black sped through the open window. A crow. It cannoned into our table, snapping its neck with a sickening crack. I screamed and shoved my chair back from the table. For a moment, its lifeless body tremored and finally became still. Then came a long, low growl that rumbled through the night, just beyond the camper van. Viola and I froze, staring at each other, almost paralyzed with fear.
Throw it outside. Now.
She whispered. I grasped the crow. Its
Boy, you fucking brave. I would have made her ass did it. Fuck no, dude. I ain't touching that fucking crow. Got me fucked up. We would have both had died, but you would have been shitty in the afterlife. You should have grabbed that crow, because I would not pick that shit up. I don't give a fuck if that other nigga out there was hungry. He would have to come in and seen both of us. And if I would have got caught first, nigga, I don't snitch on your ass. Now we both caught. I'm sorry.
feathers damp and stiff under my fingers, and I hurled it out onto the yard. Then we locked every door, every window, and huddled in our sleeping bags, trying to ignore the lingering feeling of being observed. Eventually, the exertion of the day caught up to us and we fell asleep. I woke to Viola shaking me.
Kathy? Kathy! Wake up! Do you hear that?
Tripping. There's not no fucking amount of sleep, restless sleep I would have had that would have made me go to sleep. Fuck no, nigga. Nigga talking about some tiredness can't caught up with us. Not in this situation, no sir.
I groggily sat up. A few seconds of eerie silence. Then I heard it too. A soft, rhythmic padding outside, circling us. A deep, throaty growl vibrated through the thin walls. Whatever it was big. Viola grabbed my wrist.
That nigga looked traumatized.
Don't move.
A thunderous pulse beat in my ears while we both stared out of the window. Then we saw them. Two glowing yellow eyes fixed on us through the glass. The eyes were simply too high up from the ground to belong to any normal animal. The thing did not blink. It only stared. My breath came in short, shallow gasps, while every muscle in my body screamed to run for my life. There was no place to run to. It disappeared as fast as it had come. Silence. 5 minutes crept by. Suddenly, out of nowhere, we heard a voice.
Kathy. Viola.
The voice was soft, lilting, like an affectionate mother calling for her daughters. But it came from the woods. The way she stretched the syllables too long, too slow, made my blood curl.
Kathy. Come outside.
What the fuck? No. What the fuck? Nigga, who falling for that shit? Who in the hell in their right mind is falling for that shit? Nigga, I wish I would. I wish a bitch would. Boy, come on the woods. Damn. See, nigga got me fucked up. No. Hell no.
Viola let out a choked sob.
Who is that?
And you talking to
I don't know. And we won't answer. We're leaving as soon as the sun comes up. Till then, let's be quiet.
I replied nervously. We did not sleep that night. We stayed quiet, clutching each other, and listening to the voice call our names over and over again. Someone even started scratching on our van, as if sharp fingernails clanked on our van's metal. It started from the back and dragged along the side, clawing at the door. My stomach twisted with the fear of death. The van rocked again. Something pushed against it. I put my hand over my mouth to stop myself from screaming. Viola trembled violently beside me. Another bang, then silence. The voice returned, now just outside the van.
Kathy. Let me in.
Fuck
My
no.
entire body was trembling. Viola grabbed my hand, her nails digging into my skin.
Don't listen.
She whispered. Minutes dragged on for hours, and then, all of a sudden, as they began, the noises stopped. The voice diminished to a mere sound in the distance. At the first rays of sunlight filtering through the curtains, we did not dare to move. We piled our things into the front, started the van, and raced the mountains. I didn't have the courage to so much as look into the rearview mirror. Finally, I exhaled, relaxed my grip on the steering wheel at the time we reached the main road. Viola spoke first.
We're never coming back here.
I nodded, unable to shake the feeling that something was still watching us, hidden in the
I know it's
trees,
coming.
waiting for the next lost travelers to whisper their names in the dark.
The fuck is that shit, nigga? What the fuck is that shit, nigga?
Allegedly filmed in the Appalachian Mountains, the capturer of the clip claimed to have recorded a mysterious creature during a hiking trip. The Appalachian Mountains have long chilling urban legends and folklore, with tales of eerie encounters, missing people, and supernatural entities. A terrifying cryptid said to roam the Appalachian wilderness, the Wumpus Cat, is a half-woman, half-cat creature with glowing yellow eyes. Legend says it was once a woman who spied on a sacred Cherokee ritual and was cursed to roam the mountains forever. Some hikers claim to hear eerie growls and see glowing eyes in the darkness. What do you think? About an hour into the drive, light rain began to fall before thick clouds rolled in, announcing the full fury of the storm. Sheets of rain slammed against my windshield, making visibility difficult, while the distant rumbles of thunder steadily grew closer. With both hands on the wheel, I flicked my eyes from the road ahead to the twisted trees at either side of the highway. The eerie stillness of the forest was electrifying as the brilliant lighting cut through it in quick flashes, both beautiful and eerie. By the time I pulled into the park's designated camping lot, the heart of the storm had passed, leaving behind a steady drizzle tapping against the roof of my camper van. I parked in an empty space near the edge of the lot, where the trees provided a barrier against the rain. The rich scent of damp earth and pine permeated the air as I gave a sigh of relief. I had been dreaming of this trip for weeks, a weekend alone in nature, far away from the stress of work, phone.
Your ass too damn bad to be this fucking dumb. Fuck no. Ain't no fucking way. Your ass went outside in the middle of the forest by yourself.
Calls and the noise of the city. On this rainy night, all I wanted
While
was
it's
to
raining?
curl up inside my van with a hot cup of coffee and listen to the rain. I had only just begun to settle in when I saw through my rearview mirror an unmistakable patch of light cutting through the misty evening air. A vehicle pulled up right beside my van, too close for comfort. My stomach constricted. There were so many empty spaces in the parking lot. What compelled him to park right beside me? The old battered car came treading to an abrupt halt, blocking my only way out. The engine groaned before it finally stopped. I tightened my grip around my coffee mug as I peeked through the rain-streaked window.
tighten your grip
A
around that
man
steering wheel.
stepped out. His clothes were wrinkled and damp, his hair a tangled mess. He was taller than I expected. His frame length
What kind of Zod is that? What kind of weed you be smoking to have your eyes look like that? My nigga, you got veins in them bitches.
but with a wiry strength beneath. His face was partially obscured by the shadows, but when he turned towards me, my breath caught in my throat. His eyes were wrong, too wide, unblinking. He walked around his car,
Nigga be like Michael Myers.
fixing on my camper. Then, to my growing horror, he leaned toward my window, cupping his hands against the glass. I shuffled backward, pretending not to notice, hoping he'd get the
Pretend not to know, boy. Hell no, nigga. I would have been back at the glass like these. You got me fucked up. I'm not. What you mean? Pretend not to notice? You just gonna make him do it more.
message. Hey there, he called, his voice muffled but still sharp through the rain. Nice setup you got here. I forced a polite smile, hoping my disinterest would discourage him.
Thanks.
You camping alone? I hesitated.
I would've
My
said
gut
no.
screamed at me not to answer.
Just waiting for my friends.
I lied.
They'll be here soon.
You smart and dumb.
Like it was impossible, his grin widened, but didn't reach his eyes. Really? I haven't seen anyone else drive up this way. Pretending to check something on my phone to let him know he should leave, I turned away, only to hear this close, wet, squishing sound of shoes against the muddy ground as he moved beside me on my van. "You should come out," he said.
Draw.
"I've got good food in my car.
Draw.
Could use some..."
Draw. That nigga giving you too many fucking chances and you not taking none of them. Draw the fuck out of there.
"Company." I shook my head, my voice firm.
No thanks. I'm good.
"You sure?" His fingers lightly tapped on the glass. "It's just a meal."
Bitch, draw, nigga. Draw, nigga.
I met his gaze then, my stomach twisting. The expression on his face had changed. The grin that had been there now was replaced by something darker, more insistent.
I said no.
I repeated, sharper this time.
Please leave.
He did not move for a long moment. Then he let out this great huffy sound through his nose, fogging my window. "All right," he grumbled, but he stepped away and then, very spitefully, spat on my windshield. Thick, disgusting gob that hit the glass. I recoiled, nausea rising in my throat. Then he disappeared into the trees, never saying another word. I could feel my heart pounding.
So did bro just leave his vehicle?
My chest. I locked all my doors, double-checked each, then told myself to take a breath. Perhaps he was just some creepy guy looking to have a chat. Maybe he was harmless. I kept the knife nearby, ears tuned to the slightest sound from outside. Hours had passed. The rain had stopped to a drizzle, and I was beginning to entertain a notion of its having really gone off. Then, loud thumping against the driver's side window. I shrieked, my body jerking around towards the sound.
Nigga, like she giving head.
Against the driver's side window, I shrieked, my body jerking around towards the sound. My breath caught in my throat. It was him. His face slammed against the glass, eyes bulging behind a disfigured grin. Wide-eyed pupils danced about the interior of my van, while his wet hair matted against his forehead.
Damn, nigga, you giving every detail you can about this nigga. His smile was almost disturbing, and like darkness had taken over his system. Like come on, nigga, just tell us a nigga slammed his face through your window. We really do not care about the details.
Forehead and streamed reflections down the spattered window in short inhales of fog. Then I spotted it, the rock in his hand.
Damn.
Panic flooded me. He was preparing to break the window. He was going to get in. 2 seconds stretched into infinity as I fumbled in a desperate search for my phone or some weapon, while the beating of my heart...
Oh, you feel me? The keys? You could fumble for the keys. I'm saying like the best answer would have grabbed the keys.
Drowned out the rain in a pounding roar. A sudden flash of lights broke up the stillness in the air and swept over the parking lot. A big RV parked nearby, giving a dispelling hum that cut through the tension. A mother, father, and 2 children climbed out, laughing and stretching.
You got plot armor. You got plot armor. You fucking got plot armor. Like, ain't no fucking way. Out of nowhere, SUV come out of nowhere. Would a whole family come out? You got plot armor.
Their arms. The presence of more people alarmed everything. The man stood motionless. He dropped the rock and turned back to look at me, a confused expression on his face. Slowly, he leaned in and pressed one cheek against the window. His skin smudged the condensation. He moved his lips, forming the words I could not hear. Then, he was gone as suddenly as he had appeared, stepping back. He dropped the rock, and it plopped in the mud with an audible splat sound. He turned towards the car, not breaking the eye contact. A casual, steady retreat. I watched him enter the vehicle, hardly breathing. The old sedan cackled to life, spinning its tires on the wet gravel, and he disappeared into the darkness just beyond the trees. I remained rooted for what seemed like a long time. As this family next to me set up their camp, their boisterous laughter dinned in the still, damp night air. I didn't move. I touched the cold cup of coffee, my hands shaking with the realization that it was no longer hot. I really came here for peace, met some other thing instead. Something that I cannot forget. The story you
So you ain't gonna come out and just like thank the family, cause you nigga. Let's be honest. He was finna off you. That nigga had a rock. He was finna off your ass. I would have at least came out and said I appreciate y'all some shit. See, look, see nigga, you got niggas like those. You feel me? That just ungrateful, my nigga. That's why she should have got off.
just saw is based on this creepy footage shared by a travel enthusiast named Lisa. She was on a solo camping trip, sitting inside her van during bad weather and cooling her food when a sketchy guy approached her. The man kept peeking inside her van and trying to get Lisa out, saying he just wanted to talk. But soon, things took a bizarre turn. Watch the video and decide for yourself.
So that I can't move out, and so that I can't go forward. Please leave. Please leave, you sketchy, sketchy person. Please leave.
That nigga ain't do none of the shit you said he did in the animated horror story. That nigga came outside, took a leak, went back in the car and drove off. Niggas be lying.
It started with a flyer.
Looking for fresh faces. High-paying modeling gigs. No experience needed.
I was 19, drowning in bills and desperation. My mom was sick, the debt collectors relentless, and I saw no way out of our suffocating life. That ad felt like salvation. The interview was held in a 5-star Manhattan hotel. I almost backed out when I saw the marble floors and gold chandeliers, but Jeffrey Epstein greeted me like an old friend, his polished smile warm and inviting. "You've got the look," he said, his eyes scanning me. Innocent. Perfect. His assistant, Ghislaine Maxwell, stood beside him, her smile sharp.
This is your big break.
She said,
How would you feel about a weekend networking trip? Designers, photographers, influencers, all in one place. This will change your life.
I believed them. The private jet was surreal. The seats were white leather, the staff attentive, and other girls my age were laughing and taking selfies. Their laughter seemed too loud, too forced, like they were convincing themselves this wasn't a mistake. When we landed, the island was breathtaking. Turquoise water.
Bro, I'm so fucking faded right now. I just realized that he was telling another story. But I was just like staring into space.
Lush greenery, and a sprawling mansion that looked like something out of a billionaire's fantasy. But as the sun set, the paradise began to rot. That night, there was a party. The music was deafening, the lights dazzling, and the alcohol flowed endlessly. The older men prowling through the crowd felt like wolves among lambs. One man's hand brushed my shoulder, his fingers lingering too long.
She's new.
Ghislaine said, pulling me aside. Her tone was clipped.
Stick with me, and I'll make sure you're introduced to the right people.
From the corner of the room, I saw a girl slumped on a couch. Her dress was torn at the strap, her makeup smeared, and her head lolled to the side like she was barely conscious.
Damn.
2 men carried her away.
She's had too much fun.
That's a Diddy party. That is a Diddy party. And you finna be the next victim.
Ghislaine said, laughing lightly. I didn't sleep that night. The next morning, I woke up with no memory of how I got to my room. My body ached in ways I couldn't explain. I looked down and realized I wasn't wearing my clothes, just an oversized shirt I didn't recognize. The mirror revealed bruises on my thighs and
How the fuck do you let this happen, my nigga? Like, do niggas in life have no self-awareness at all? Like, my nigga, you did that just seen 2 niggas carry a female away. That alone would have had put my brain, you feel me, on autopilot, nigga. it would have, boy, it would have reflected every bad energy that came our way in that party. I knew what type of party I was on as soon as they dragged that female away. They fuck, they nigga, she was getting piped, and your ass probably got piped too. You got cussed all over you, nigga. Hell no.
Scratches down my arms. My lipstick was smeared
I wish this on nobody.
across my face. My hair tangled like I'd been in a fight. Breakfast
Damn.
was worse. One girl sat slumped over her plate, barely able to hold her head up. Another had bruises on her neck, her eyes swollen from crying.
They're just tired. This is normal. Don't overthink it.
Normal?
That now, nigga, why the fuck would you say that's normal? That's your ass. Like, nigga, I would have called the cops.
The days turned into a blur of horror. Every night was the same. Drugs, alcohol, and men who saw us nothing more than toys. They forced drinks into our hands and pills into our mouths.
It's just to help you relax.
Ghislaine would say, her tone sharp whenever I hesitated. One night, I saw a girl being dragged down the hall, her dress torn, lips bleeding profusely, her legs dragging uselessly. She weakly clawed at the arms of the man pulling her.
Please,
She whispered, barely audible.
please, no.
Her doors slammed shut, silencing her cries. I stopped eating. My stomach churned.
What the fuck am I watching, my nigga? Like, is this a job? Like, are they strippers? What is going on?
Constantly, and every shadow felt like it was alive. At night, the muffled screams of other girls filled the hallways. Doors slammed, heavy footsteps thudded on the floors, and I pressed my hands over my ears, praying it wouldn't be me next. Then, Jeffrey came to my room. He sat on the edge of my bed, his voice calm, almost.
Niggas are just going to other females' rooms with no permission and just fucking. Like, so no room got a lock on it. It's like, that's basically what I'm hearing. If it does, you a dumbass. But no room got a lock on it. It can't be no like lock.
Gentle. You need to stop fighting this, he said, brushing a strand of hair from my face. Do you know how many girls would kill for this opportunity? Just play along, and I'll take care of you. Cross me, and you'll regret it. His hand lingered on my cheek, and I wanted to vomit. I tried to escape. At dawn, while the guards switched shifts, I slipped out of my room. The jungle was alive with eerie sounds as I ran, branches
Damn.
clawing at my skin. My feet bled from sharp rocks, but I didn't care. The dock was within sight when I heard voices behind me. She's here! I dove into the underbrush, holding my breath as flashlights sliced through the darkness. Ghislaine's voice rang out, sharp and furious.
Find her. She doesn't leave this island.
They dragged me back.
Yeah.
Ghislaine
Damn, y'all on an island? You're fucked. You can't, like, you're fucked, my nigga. There ain't gonna lie, there would never be in my life where I would go to a fucking island for a job or any party or anything without me knowing at least 5 people there. There's just no way, my nigga.
slapped me hard, splitting my lip.
You're ruining everything.
She hissed, her nails digging into my arm. That night, they drugged me again. I woke up in a haze, my limbs heavy and
Niggas just drugging
unresponsive.
niggas
I could
day
hear
after day.
muffled sobs from the other girls, but I couldn't move. When the FBI raided the island, I thought it was another trick. But then an agent wrapped me in a blanket and whispered, "You're safe now." Safe. Even now, I wake up drenched in sweat, the screams of the girls still echoing in my head. Jeffrey is dead, but his shadow lingers, a reminder of how easily predators hide behind wealth and power. If you're reading this, remember, monsters like him don't lurk in the shadows. They smile, wear suits, and promise you the world.
Damn.
Jeffrey Epstein, a wealthy financier, used his influence and wealth to exploit young women, often targeting aspiring models. He, along with associates like Ghislaine Maxwell, lured victims with a false promise of modeling opportunities, mentorship, or
Oh, that's what it was. That's why you went to the island. You're dumb as fuck.
connections to elite circles. Under the guise of professionalism, he manipulated and trafficked these women, subjugating them to abuse at his properties, including in New York, Florida and his private island. Many victims were young and vulnerable, coerced through intimidation or deceit. Epstein's 2019 arrest shed light on his predatory network, but his controversial death and custody left many questions about his enablers unanswered.
Damn. Damn. That nigga, boy, damn. I don't got nothing to say. But hey, if y'all follow the video, make sure and like, subscribe, my niggas, you feel me? Today is Thursday. I'm not uploading a video today because it's already 8:34. And I got edit still. I'm not uploading a video today. I apologize. I will upload Thursday though. Tomorrow. I mean, I said Thursday. Friday tomorrow. Hey, I know y'all excited about that Demon Slayer movie coming out in theaters. I'm seeing that shit, my girl. I gotta see that shit. But hey, if y'all follow the video, make sure to like, subscribe. I'm out. And there go Dizzy. What? Arrogant that nigga, but he's friendly. What? And there go Dizzy. Arrogant that nigga, but he's friendly. Hold on, it's so damn. Oh, damn. Hold on, it's so damn. Oh, damn. Hold on, it's so damn. Oh, damn. Arrogant ass nigga, but he's friendly.